This is Sky Sports News.
As Corinthians' season draws us to a final conclusion, it's time to start thinking about who will be selected Player of the Year and who will be selected Lazy Arse of the Year. Jose Arrogancio, who would you select for Player of the Year for Corinthians this season? Who? Players? They've signed some players? I don't think so. There's no players playing in this football team, yeah? This football is shit. You must have an opinion on who's selected for Player of the Season, Jose. Okay, there's a few players I had my eye on, you know. I like Pretty Boy Tim. Only because he's a pretty boy, his football is poo-poo. No way, he could be a player of the player of the season that he managed to put the ball in the 20 empty nets. He should have got the Specsavers. He'd look a prick, but he might score a few goals. Then there's Skinny Ian in the middle of the pitch. You know, he's what can I say? He's skinny. He's in the middle of the pitch, but he was there quite often, and he remained skinny all season. So I suppose he could be player of the match, player of the season. Then there's little wibbly wobbly bibbly bobbly bob. He wibbledy wobbled all season, very consistent, falling on his butt quite frequently. It was a pleasure to watch. At one point he fell on his butt, he got back up before the other people realised he fell on his butt. Then there's Scouse Cullen in the middle, in the left, the right back, left back, up front. I don't think he played in goal, so, you know, he was one off getting the whole pack. He's one short of a full pack, and, you know, what can I say? I think he had too much Weetabix. He wants to learn to be like Derek and grow some roots so people can pass the ball to him. But he's a potential, I have to say, potential for effort alone. And then there's Andy Spliff Evans. You know, he rolls some nice shit, that guy. You know, he prepares himself well. He smokes a bit of shit before, during, and after. And sometimes his game's shit too, especially when he misses open goals. And not to mention Little Bry, so we won't. Then there's Big Bad Bry up front who pummels the opponents to death, basically. You know, he kicks them, he leans on them, he pushes them, he butts them. At one point I think he was making love to one of them, which is quite unusual, but it's a good tactic. It, took their mind away from the game. And then there's Derek at the back, Treebeard, Lord of the Rings. Moves very slowly, he's very tall, he's very lanky. I think some of his blood has turned to sap. He's suffering from, Dutch elm disease occasionally. But, he likes to drink a lot, and, that should be rewarded. And not to mention the ballerina, Rudy, I don't know, but, he flips around here to the Nutcracker Suites, and he's a bit of a dying swan occasionally. It'd be unfair not to mention Nigel. He's good with the books, he collects the money, he runs to certain things, and that's very important when you're playing football. It's a long list. I could go on and on and on and on and on, and then I'd sound like Bloody Jack. He should get an award just for shouting and moaning sometimes, that guy. But the choice, it's wide open. Anybody could get it. So there you have it. Corinthians will be voting shortly on the Player of the Year, and it's going to be a difficult decision. As Arrogancio puts it, they're all shit.